So this one's got like 8 jets. I don't know if that's too many or too few. What do you guys think?
Mike, I think you need to focus more on the size rather than the jet number.
Good note.
Yeah.
Good note. Good note.
This one does say Olympic, Mike, so maybe we need to look more in the size, your space, more like a lap hop
Yes.
tub.
So you
hot
say
tub.
Olympic. I hear gold standard. So I feel like that is what it's trying to convey.
Mike, with your history, I wouldn't think gold when I think the Olympics. I would think more like whatever comes below bronze, based on your history, based on how you did in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Okay, rude.
Yeah.
First of all,
Copper comes below bronze, by the way.
they give out copper medals now.
Well, yeah, but
Consolation.
they have to stay out in the sun for a little bit and like in the weather, so they get that kind of like greeny color.
Oxidization, yeah.
Yes, that's the word. Science, am I right?
Yeah, Mike, you got oxidized in shot put, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's the one. Yeah.
Because you weren't competing, you were in the stands and they hit you, right?
Yeah, no, what it was. Yeah, no, what actually happened was they hit me mildly concussed. I picked up the ball and I threw it back because kind of like I was at a baseball game and it was an opposing player's home run. And I threw it so far, I hit someone on the other side of the field and they were like,
impressive.
We can't give you the medal, but that is very impressive. So they gave me a few pennies, which I guess were the copper medals. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
Ooh, Mike, look at this one. It has a little stand in the middle so you can put your microphone so you can record our podcast while you enjoy the hot tub.
Oh, good. That's great. As opposed to the toilet where I typically record these.
Yeah. And it's let's see, a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't know how much
that's a
hot
little
tubs
outside
usually
of your-
cost, but comparatively, this is a lot of money.
Shockingly, not cheap. Shockingly, there are very few budget options for hot tubs, is what I'm learning here. Is typically they assume that their clientele are particularly wealthy, which I don't know if that's
and
that's
you
fair.
also have to remember, right? You're planning on installing this in your apartment in town hall. There's not a bathroom in there, which means there's no water going to that area. So it's going to be a whole freaking thing to get this set up. So
the mosquitoes are going to love this place.
Forget the startup cost of just the hot tub. Like you're going to at least have to double it to get this thing running.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have
so
to
you're
go
really-
Culligan on this one, Mike.
Yeah, you might be right.
Have
You
them
might be
deliver.
right.
You're going to really have to dance on this week's episode of Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah. Yeah, I should look into some grout actually. Now that we're saying that out loud, that sounds like something I need.
Well, what about
And
this
while you-
one, Mike, that comes with the full set? It says for the sad man. It comes with piping, it comes with grout, it comes with a nice inflatable, I guess, partner that you can spend time in the hot tub with.
Yeah. What was the adjective for this guy?
The adjective, well, it's an acronym actually. It's sad.
Okay. That's me.
Yeah. You want to know what it's... Well, you can see what
I
it
do
stands for,
want to know what it stands
obviously.
for.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you're looking at the placard right now because you're looking at the specs. So,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we say it together, what it stands for.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
So, obviously, single.
Guys, you're reading two different signs.
Oh,
Turn
sorry,
towards
sorry.
each other.
Sorry, yeah.
All
that
right.
one,
Well, I was looking at the smallest version of this model, and you were obviously looking at the largest one, which is
The largest
here
one.
they call special.
specialized one. Yeah.
Let's meet in the middle. Standard.
Standard. Aluminum.
Aluminum. Yeah.
Dump.
Yep,
The
that's
standard aluminum dump.
that's sad, all right.
Yeah.
You know what else is sad?
What?
Recording your podcast in the middle of a hot tub store. Hi, welcome back to Everybody Loves Raymond. My name is Alex Shear, and I'm the mayor of Limbrook, and I am joined here, regrettably, by my two friends who help me run this town.
Well, first of all,
Did I say regretfully? I meant joyfully.
yeah. Well, I was gonna. You can't just walk at that level of an insult back at that point. It's a little insulting. But
I
hi,
just
everybody.
did with the power of editing.
Hey,
I didn't say it.
Seems like tensions are bubbling over a little bit in the hot tub showroom. Appreciative laughs from the other shoppers. Salesperson giving me big nod. So let's try to, take the temperature down a little bit. Yep, got him with that tag as well. I'm
You
killing.
are crushing it today.
Wow.
Well, you know what? It's my bubbly personality. Did I already use bubbling?
maybe.
Who are
Adam.
you? Yeah.
Well, I'm Adam Rudy. Mike, you didn't get to do yours, did you?
Oh,
you,
yeah,
you
yeah,
were in the
sorry.
middle of it.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Mike G. I'm a guy. I am the hot tub construction man for this week of Limbrook. I don't know if that's an official title, but
No, it's not. He's just a guy who wants a hot tub.
That's
really
pretty
want a hot tub.
selfish, Mike.
You don't have to put like a special spin on it. Like you're not really working that
You
much
can-
this week. You took 3 personal days
Yeah, you
in a
can
row.
take the week off. It's fine.
And then you
I'm
come
allowed-
back and you're like, guys, come with me to find a hot tub. I know we have to record. Bring the microphone with you. It's just a whole thing.
You gave me 4 personal days for the entire year, and I've used 3 of them this week to go hot tub shopping, and you've given me crap for it. So now I'm gonna come. Now I'm gonna make this my job.
I'm giving you crap for it because, like, what a waste of those personal days.
Why are you
not a
having
waste.
so much trouble deciding? You know the dimensions of your room. I mean, 3 whole, and I mean, you've been clocking in here. I've seen your time cards, 8 hours a day for 3 days, just at this one, the only hot tub showroom in town.
Yeah. Well, this is the legendary hot tub showroom. First of all, honestly, number one, the dimensions of the space, they sound smaller than they actually are. Okay, I believe that. I believe we can fill this thing wall to wall with hot tub. Second of all, okay, come here. I can't let the employees here. Everybody, come in.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I heard that these people have the fabled hot tub time machine.
No way. No
Like,
fucking way.
Yeah.
I can't.
Even
walk
if
away from
it's even if like the location is correct, no way that the time is correct. Like
You don't know
most
that.
likely that thing is traveling currently to a distant time, either forward or back, and we are not able to see it. That's Adam, by the way.
Yeah. Hi, Mike. I thought they were just selling the DVDs at the front of Hot Tub Time Machine and Hot Tub Time Machine 2 and the multi-pack
first
2-disc
clue.
collection. Yeah, I realize that now. It's a signal. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm just trying to pay more attention to those things now, because I am the chief interpreter for Limbrook of body language. How to tell when somebody's sending you a signal, when somebody is desperately uncomfortable because their wife walks in on them with 2 women in your brother's apartment. I'm really trying to help Limbrook recognize when people feel good, bad, in between. You know, what's shaking? What's shaking?
We know. And you know what? What a power that's going to be, because this episode is called The Apartment. It's season 3, episode 11, and it's all about those awkward moments between lion husbands and wives who know way more than they're given credit for. Robert's new apartment is beautiful women all over the place. They're like termites. Ray can't stay away. And that's all you need to know about that. We're going to be talking about this episode all the way through this entire podcast, so make sure you listen to the whole thing. And that is a threat, not a promise.
I will say that I loved the description that you used of the women are like termites, because if that's the analogy,
Yeah, Robert's the wood.
Ray is
you know?
for sure the exterminator, though.
Dude's got no fucking game.
You saw the way that he interacted with the woman. This was deer in headlights from start to finish. It was not pretty.
I have to say, I found particularly the scene where Deborah walks in on him with the women in Robert's apartment to be some of the funniest farce comedy that I've seen in this show. I don't always laugh out loud at these episodes, but this was hilarious to me.
I was just about to say, the first time in probably like 5 or 6 episodes I have laughed audibly is when Robert came out saying, "Here's your money, girls."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Ray, Deborah coming, he's got the sparkling water for the women, and Deborah coming in, he's got the 2 glasses. His cover for that is that he chugs both of the glasses. Was just so funny to me. I just loved it.
I also loved the little burp after it.
Yeah, and turning around.
Yeah.
God, the physical comedy in this episode is strong.
Yeah.
It's probably the second most prevalent thing in this episode, aside from just the shearing awkwardness that that just is felt throughout the entire thing. I have
Honestly,
a lot to say.
The first moment that we really got that moment was just the elevator scene where Ray just sticks his whole ass body in between the closing elevator doors. That was great.
Great physical.
I have a question for you guys. Just because I haven't been able to really think of an example, but has there ever been a time in this show where Ray has talked to a woman either his age or maybe even a little younger who is conventionally attractive and not married and not related to him? Because I think this might just be how he talks to all women that he is not related to.
A good
question. So my thought immediately goes to him. We might probably haven't gotten to this episode yet because I feel like we would have remembered it. But there is a episode where Ray loses his wedding ring. It like goes down a drain or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then at the airport, he gets hit on by a conventionally attractive woman, and he doesn't realize it's happening until she asks him for a drink, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm married," and Deborah gets pissed at him. But I loved. So that's where my mind goes.
Yeah.
But I think
I will bet $100 that episode was at least partially written by Ray Romano.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue, Mike.
For sure, absolutely. Well, all of these I think are partially written by Ray. But
so that's why it's a good bet.
Season 1, episode 20, Neighbors. Kathy Ladman and Patricia Belcher are women, and they are in Ray's house.
That's right.
Watching the video of Frank, flashing the neighborhood. But
wow, that was an old episode. That feels like more recent.
We also had the Angelina episode, which was much creepier.
That's true.
That was not a normal conversation on Ray's part.
I don't know about women his age, but there's the dog where he's talking to Patience Cleveland, who's probably about his age at this point. And
legend of ELELR, Patience Cleveland.
Don't remember her character's name, but
nope, just Patience Cleveland.
And also the ride along talks to Judy.
Right.
If you want to, Aunt Serena was not related to him, and again,
true, but she's also
about
his
age.
Yeah, conventionally attractive though, checks that box.
Oh yeah,
hell yeah.
I mean,
that lady was hot.
We've seen the posters in your apartment. You've got all Italian, grandmothers.
Yeah, in hot tubs.
In hot tubs.
So I'm looking around. I see. Obviously, most of these hot tubs are empty, but this one's full and it's bubbling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know about you guys. I brought my swimsuit.
I brought a pot roast.
Yo, toss that baby in.
A little splash.
I brought some pasta.
Okay, throw that in there.
You got it. Yeah.
Maybe some salt the water for sure.
We'll feed the whole town.
Yeah, distract the what do you call them? The sales. You know what? I'll distract the salesperson. You guys.
You got it. I'm getting in.
Yeah, get in. You give it a little bit of that. The most important
ramen
ingredient.
Flavoring. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Love.
At the end, you won't be able to tell the difference between me and this pot roast. Anyway.
I'm gonna put my dick in it.
Excuse me. I need a little bit of help over here in the this section that's on the other side of the store. Are you busy? Can you help me find what I'm looking for?
Oh, well, hey there. Yeah, absolutely.
Hi.
I can help you.
Garrett. It says your name tag is Garrett, and I'm supposed to ask you about your kid. I don't really want to ask you about your kids, Garrett.
Oh, my kid, Davey. You want to take a look at him? Oh, here he is. He's on the phone.
Oh, you opened up your little vest, and you've got like pictures of Davey, like fake Rolexes in there. Are these for sale?
I mean, for the right price.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to be selling pictures of your children for the right price, Garrett. Is there someone else who can help me?
Oh, you're a dick.
Hey, you. Garrett, get the hell out of here. You don't work here no more.
You can't. Come on.
Get out of here.
No.
Let me turn a profit. I'm retired.
Wait, his name tag didn't say Garrett. It said Jared? Maybe
Sorry,
that's
he's
too
not
dark.
welcome here no more after the after the allegations.
Can you help me find something?
False.
Garrett, go home. Take the subway.
I guess we gotta leave it in now.
I can help you, sir. What are you looking for today?
And your name is? Just I
My
like to
name
know.
You can call me Joey.
Hi, Joey. I'm Adam. Your body language is reading very competent and, dare I say, hunky?
Oh, thank you for noticing. I intentionally hunk out my body.
Does it sell more hot tubs?
Nope.
Okay, so you don't, like, get in and model.
This is just how I am.
Okay.
Garrett used to be the model, and then, everything that happened. We dealt with it. We settled out of court, and now he's just not welcome here anymore.
Okay. Did notice a distinct lack of, like, publicity photos around the store of, usually you go into a hot tub store, you see hunky men in hot tub. But anyway.
We took him down.
Okay.
Yeah, we took him down.
Joey, I need your help on this side of the store. Don't look over there.
What, over there?
No. Over here where there are the verticals, the standing hot tubs that, you get in. Like,
Yes.
Stay under there, pop roast.
Well, right here, it's your typical one-man show. It opens and closes like a mold. You have to keep your hands very, very still, and then it encapsulates all over you. Very good on water efficiency.
Right.
As far as mobility and freedom of movement, there is none. Can fit into basically any corner. Over here, we have our double-decker models. You see if you could have one friend standing on top of the other.
Yeah.
The one friend on the bottom is going to have to get really good at holding his breath because, again, it is just all one system and the water
okay.
fills up.
I see.
It's great if you don't like living.
So this
that's
is either a double where one person sits on the other's shoulders or a single for a very tall person.
I suppose it is.
Okay.
If you know anyone that's 8'5",
Actually, I
send
met
'em
somebody
our way.
last week, but I don't know if he's still around. Do you have one that is vertical, but also like that you can maybe like put, 7 people lined up, for like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Do you
have dimensions?
Hey, Adam, check it out. I'm wearing my noodle hair.
That's my friend. He's got a fun hat that you don't need to look at right now.
Oh, okay. I like hats.
It's
Yeah.
This is a big day for him. But you
Is
don't
he
need
buying the hot tub?
He's currently shopping around. He's just browsing. He might make a purchase. Here are the dimensions for my friend's apartment. It's to call it a studio would be generous, so that's why I'm more interested in these svelte sort of economy models, these compact models.
I see. I think I have just the model for you. Let's come with me. Walk this way.
Okay. Beautiful
All right,
scarf,
we're here.
by the way. Were you?
Don't forget the soy sauce.
Soy sauce. What?
He works in a Chinese restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah.
konnichiwa.
Oh boy, I don't know if I like you either, Joe. This store.
Yeah, we got a lot of problems.
Okay. So what are you showing me? What's over here?
Yeah, over here, this might be the model you're looking for. So vertically, it's 6 feet tall.
Okay.
That foot on the bottom is where we store the jets. They get blown straight up.
Wow.
It'll make your dick fly like one of those wacky inflatable tube men's, which is wonderful. It's a very good feeling.
That is probably an attractive feature for my friend.
Yes, you climb in on the side. There's like a ladder that you go up in.
Got it.
It's 3 feet wide, 6 feet long. It's basically just like a standing jacuzzi. You walk in. Your friend, I don't know, he looks to be about 4'11".
Well, don't look
so
at
probably
him.
going to have to stand on his tippy toes. I could just tell from here.
He does
you know,
sound.
he gives off that vibe.
Well, he gets a lot of voice roles as children, for voice acting. So
I could
it's
tell,
really a
you know,
compliment.
In a performative setting, he might be the one who usually plays the children. Anyway, so yeah,
Hey
we
guys,
also
it's
sell
me,
these
Garrett.
giant.
Could you turn back on the jets? I'd like to do the dick flap.
I'm gonna get my gun, Garrett. I swear to God.
Jesus Christ. Is there another hot tub store or another branch of this store that maybe...
No!
Okay. God. And we can't
You'll never
afford...
take me alive.
We can't afford to buy a hot tub and pay the exit toll to leave Limbrook, so we're kind of... Can I ask a question about this hot tub right here? You said it's 3 feet wide. Is that 3 feet wide, like side to side, or 3 feet wide depth? And if not,
3 feet.
what is the depth?
The side to side is 3 feet wide. Rhymes. Easy to get through
Got it.
any door. The actual like depth or the width inside the actual hot tub is 2 feet and like two and a half feet.
Okay, so it
So it's
extends
like-
2.5 feet out from the wall.
Yes.
Okay, that is... I ask because for the dick flapping jet functionality, that is more than enough space for my friend. I was just worried maybe it'll hit the glass. Evidently not
I
going to be a
forgot to
problem.
mention, like, the whole front is just glass. There's no actual, like, physical wall, so you could see the dicks swaying in the wind.
That was my
if that is what
understanding,
you
yeah.
desire. Yeah, no, I forgot to mention that for your listeners at home, because I see
Oh.
you're carrying around a microphone.
Oh, this old thing. Well, I mean, I work on a podcast. Maybe you've heard of it. I know it looks like all the speakers and like TVs in this place have been smashed.
Oh, you're the boys who do the Raymond thing.
Yeah, we recap every episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, and we play the episodes for the town over.
Yeah, we get them on that model over there.
Oh.
It's a jacuzzi, but the bottom's a screen, so you
Oh,
look down and you
cool.
watch the TV. Very hard to see through all the bubbles, but, you know, no one's perfect.
No, indeed. But yeah, I'm glad. Were you able to watch it though? You were able to submerge your head under the bubbles to.
Well, yeah, the bubbles aren't actually in there. We just turn it on its side and use it as a very expensive TV.
That explains why there is about an inch of water all over the entire floor of this place. You saw season 3, episode 11, though.
The apartment.
Yeah, the apartment. Did you have any specific sort of reaction to it? I mean, there was a lot going on, particularly hot tub wise.
There were a lot of beautiful women.
Garrett,
my God.
I know it's not my place, but I know you don't work here
Getting
anymore.
the bear traps.
Listen, I just need another commission. I would love another commission.
Go to the hot tub store across the street.
What, do you
didn't hear that, Mr. Adam.
What? Do you
You
not
didn't hear
just
that,
want
Mr.
some
Adam.
money, Garrett? Like, why do you need to earn it, I guess is my question.
Hard days living. I'm a capitalist at the end of the day.
Okay. I'm sure
you have
capitalism
money?
appreciates your endorsement. Yeah, I have money.
I'd love some money.
Okay. Your body language is telling me exactly what you're going to use the money for, so I'm not
yeah?
inclined to give it to you.
You
Don't
don't
give
know
it
that.
to
You are fully hunched over, almost cowering, like
Yeah.
some sort of, I mean, the only word is Gollum.
I need that hot tub, man.
Garrett.
You need to
Get out.
sell a hot tub so that you can buy your own hot tub?
I'll lead people to a treasure I myself cannot attain.
That's funny. Now you die.
Okay,
What?
well, before that,
Oh, thank you.
the episode. And
Right.
Garrett, if you must, I kind of don't want you to be murdered in front of me, so I will
you.
allow you to respond.
I have a few thoughts.
Yeah, your thoughts on the hot tub. Robert says that the women hog the hot tub, and he's kind of down about it. And Ray,
Yeah, that is a
Yeah.
that is a sad shame. It is a symptom that we're trying to deal with. The anti-women functions on these hot tubs are up and running for the most part. We're trying to get rid of them. They are like termites in a way. Just trying to sit and enjoy the hot tub.
How is that
It's not
simile
something we're-
getting around town so quickly?
Comes and goes, you know. It just makes our way into our brains, kind of like termites. Anyway.
Yes, you were saying.
So yeah, it is a problem in the hot tub community. There's a lot of work and research being done to make it a better experience for the rest of us.
I like it.
Yeah, Garrett likes it because he likes women. 'Cause he's a
Shocker.
I like the
weirdo.
feature. You turn. It's set to Auntie. You set it to the other way.
Uncle?
It's good. What?
You said the one way was auntie, so the other way would be.
Yeah, you set it to the other one, and you get Uncle Woman. You get Uncle George Women joins your hot tub. It's like a beaconing symbol. It's great.
Senator Uncle George Women,
Yeah,
who
that's
represented
the
New
one.
York in the 70s,
Yeah, that's the guy.
and
I'll
he
tell
was
you what.
big on Watergate, right?
Yeah,
Because he wanted to add bubbles.
he was all in for the bubble bath, and I'll tell you what. He comes in. He's bringing the bubble mixture. It's actually quite invasive, if you ask me.
I would like to elaborate on the bubble mixture, actually,
Go.
because there was a dangerous scene shown in this show. At the hot close, when Marie comes in with the bubble soaps and pours them into the jacuzzi, that is a very dangerous thing to practice. Please do not try that at home.
Really?
It's very similar to Mentos and Coke. You don't want to get the soap bubbles in the already bubbling jacuzzi. You will explode
Wow.
and potentially die. It's not something that you want to do.
I've done it 8 times.
And that explains a lot about Garrett and a lot about this restraining order that he does not follow.
I like when it goes boom and I go into the air.
And it goes into you, one has to assume.
Yeah, that's why I need a new one.
Cleans you
Yeah.
out.
Really
Yeah.
cleans out the insides.
It's a one-use troll pony.
So that's my take on the hot tub sections of this episode.
Yeah, I wanted to, let's talk about the hot clothes. I mean, don't worry, this is all going to get edited in the show. You're actually the first person I'm talking to today. But
Oh, hell yeah.
end of the episode, they're all sitting, Ray, Frank, and Robert, sitting in the hot tub in what used to be Robert's room and is now Frank's lounge. I thought Marie was joking when she said he wanted to turn it into a bathroom, like a bathroom in sort of the sense of like a place where Frank, expels the waste of his life,
And can be freely naked, yes.
freely nude. And the design of the bathroom I found hideous. Teal and wood paneling is not a great mix. Thoughts?
Yeah, I have many thoughts on that. You may think I am even an artist in this case, with all the thoughts I have on this. Teal and wood don't really go together, especially that shade of teal. I'm looking at it now. It's kind of a grayish teal. Really clashes with the browns in the wood.
Yeah.
If you're going to want to get something a lot more bright and vibrant, I would suggest like a nice oceanic blue to go with that wood. I think that would look much better.
What would go with, no pun intended, what would go with teal? What would go with teal?
Maybe like a nice stone, like a
Oh.
kind of something that is also a grayish color, maybe a little lighter value-wise, like a whitish gray stone. That's what I would pick.
Stone, the hardest wood.
Something to make the teal kind of shine, but not really match it value-wise is what I would say. And I know this stuff because I know hot tubs.
Have you designed, some of these hot tubs honestly are beautiful.
Thank
Do you
you.
design them yourself?
Nope. We get them from the shop up north.
But you select the stock.
Nope. They sell us whatever they have.
You get like a mystery box of hot tubs.
Every week we subscribe to a Hot Tub Mystery Box from the same people that brought you Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, hey,
actually-
hey! I heard a rumor that there is a hot tub time machine here. Is there any truth in that?
Yes.
Yeah. Garrett.
Garrett,
What?
actually, I'm really interested in that hot tub time machine. I might
Where do you think
be
you got
warming
these
up to
pictures
Garrett.
from?
Son, let me tell you something. That Hot Tub Time Machine is not worth a dime. It is going to destroy your life. It's going to destroy everything. If you like your life in any way, I suggest you stay the hell away from it.
You
There's
give
a
me
funny
20
way
bucks
of...
and I'll give it to you.
Stop it!
Wait, what was that price again?
$20.
$20,000.
Okay, let me check with I need to check with my compatriots. But
You very well could disrupt all of history.
well, Garrett, don't go away. Joey, don't kill Garrett. I'm gonna check with my
promises.
friends. Well,
That guy had to think on a $20 pitch for a time machine.
trying
What
to
the
buy
fuck
a
is
hot
wrong with him?
let me just check with my friends. I will be right back. Please don't kill each other, honestly.
What an idiot.
I'm getting the knives. Get out.
The knives. Oh, yeah, look at all these knives on the walls of the hot tub store. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey, guys.
The spaghetti is so warm.
Yo,
It's kind of
check it
gross.
out.
I
Check
feel
it out.
all noodly.
It looks like I got curly hair. I'm still on that. It's great.
I'm eating Mike's hair.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. You'll never guess where the pot roast is.
It's gone. Let's leave it at that.
It's inaccessible.
Yes.
Okay.
We didn't need it, if that's
For a
what you're
price.
thinking.
Pardon?
Adam, what'd you find out about hot tubs?
Mike, did you say for a price?
Yeah, for a price.
It's accessible for a price.
It is accessible for a price. to be
Okay.
clear.
Well,
Yeah.
how does $20 sound?
You need a little bit of a higher pitch.
Well, how does
Yeah.
spending $20 sound? Because
Oh,
I was
man.
just talking to the salespeople over there, and they kind of confirmed that the hot tub time machine is in the back.
Whoa.
Wow. What did I tell you guys? I didn't waste my time here.
And they're going to sell it to you for 20 bones?
Between 20 and 20,000, one guy really didn't want me to go
Very
anywhere
big
near
range.
it. He said something about like changing history and like, you know, if you like living, like some bullshit like that. But another guy was like really into it and really excited and was going to give us a great deal. So I feel like
Mike, how much cash you got?
I had $50, but I got in the hot tub with the cash in my pocket, so it's kind of inaccessible now.
I thought
Cash
this
is
was
cash.
I thought this was pesto on the spaghetti. It's
Yeah,
no,
melted
no, that's-
dollars.
No,
We could-
you've heard of edible gold? This is edible cash.
You know
money
I've
right
heard of edible gold, Mike. I have my website ediblegold.com. Don't even
Yeah.
fuck around.
here. That's a real thing, by the way. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
it
not-
is. I've eaten gold. It's delicious.
Yeah.
I have a website called ediblegold.com, Mike. Don't talk down to me about edible gold.
Yeah, I've been to your edible gold, and it's kind of like a website, and it's kind of like a metaphor. Like you're like,
Yeah.
this is edible gold, and it's like a really nice picture.
It's
of a
mostly
burger.
SpawnCon for Velveeta.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I just went to ediblegold.com on my phone, and yeah, there's just a picture of Adam,
Yeah, I mean, you know,
and he's eating gold.
the word enveloped was what they
Don't look
pitched
it up
me.
at home, though.
Enveloped in Velveeta. And Velveeta upped.
Feels like a fetish. I'm not
I feel like we're getting
sure,
away
but it
from the hot
feels like
tub.
one.
We need to buy this.
They gave me $10, so I mean, I'm fine to
They
spend
gave
that
you
on the
$10
hot tub time
And
machine.
ask you. Velveeta gave you $10.
Velveeta
I
gave
thought
me
you were
$10.
saying- I thought you were saying the salespeople gave you $10 to spend $20 on a time machine. That's what I
Velveeta
thought that
gave
was going
me $10
Yeah.
to purchase the domain name ediblegold.com,
Got
to buy 6 crates of Velveeta, which I had to melt myself, to hire a photographer and take a photograph of myself enveloped in Velveeta, to put on that website for $10. Worth it.
Listen, I mean, hey, I'm all in. I'm all in for the hot tub time machine. Where are we going?
You know, Mike, I was going to
But we
say...
need $10 more.
we would really have to rush getting this hot tub, but if it's the hot tub time machine, we could just go to... we could travel in time to tonight, because tonight is ladies' night, of course. The only night
That's
of the week
true.
that ladies can come
there you
into
go.
the city hall.
There you go.
You know, we're going to have at least... we're going to have so many women at this party, and we need the hot tub.
We are going to have... We invited so many women. Ladies' Night is huge for us, Mike. I know that you haven't been as heavily involved in it as we have,
No,
but I've been
not really, 'cause
researching the body language that people do on the dance floor. And Ladies' Night, this has been shown in studies, is correlated with a 5,000% increase in paying taxes.
Yes.
So it's
gonna
You know
be
what?
great for
you know,
us.
You know what that means, Mike? You know, with ladies' night means Adam's out of the picture. It is just time for us single guys to roam, and Adam
Boys'
has to
night.
live vicariously through us.
Well,
Boys' night.
Speaking of which,
I will be hanging
I wanted-
pictures.
I wanted to talk about a certain aspect of this episode with you guys.
Sure.
Specifically,
Do you mind if I, by the way, sit on some of this spaghetti here? I'm
no, please.
running back and forth. Okay, let me
Here,
just...
have some spaghetti and seat balls. because you're sitting.
That's good.
So, the idea of Ray living vicariously through Robert so he can experience dating again is a cool concept, and I want to get into that. But what I really want to talk to you first, from both of your perspectives, because you have very different perspectives. Adam being a heavy partnership with someone he's been with for a long time, and
Heavy
Mike being
partnership.
yeah. Well, I don't know, just a very deeply involved part. I don't know.
No,
I
no,
think
you're
the
right.
word you're looking
That is the only way to describe being married.
is a heavy partnership.
Heavy partnership. Thanks.
Adam
I've heard the word committed.
Yes.
that-
Well,
Well,
you know, like, okay.
Alex has
there's-
been watching a lot of like 60s like Vietnam movies, and he's picked up some of the terminology. So don't be afraid if he drops words like heavy or calls you man or dude a lot. And
Anyway.
do not bring up the war.
So, men, let me rephrase. I want both of your perspectives on this because Adam is married and Mike is in a committed relationship with his left hand. So, I want to know. I saw the subtle smile come on your face, boy. Nice. So, how do you guys feel
Lefty's getting
about
some action.
the idea of checking someone out while in a partnership? Not cheating per se, but doing kind of what Ray did, just kind of thinking someone else is hot.
What
Problem
Ray,
or not problem?
What Ray is doing is not thinking someone's hot. It is really creepily staring at women who are in the room with him,
Fair.
like screaming at Robert about how hot these women are. Like you would think that, and we don't have a ton of evidence that he has, but you would think that Ray has never been without Deborah near women before. Like he is,
I believe it.
he is like big incel vibes from Ray here. You know, I'm a little worried about Ray. Generally,
point.
you can think someone's attractive while you're in a partnership, and it's not a big deal. It all depends on like the behavior of it, right? So Ray lurking around, hanging pictures so that he can ogle women, that seems messed up to me. But if Ray was just, and you know, again, communication, which we often talk about being a problem with Ray, if he had just been talking to Deborah and he had been like, oh, you know, and there's a lot of attractive women around, that doesn't like cross a line to me at all. That seems like an observation that doesn't necessarily cross over into what the behavior of it.
That was a really well put answer, and I agree. Just in the concept of, you know, thinking other people are attractive while in a relationship, I think that's absolutely fine. I do think it's something you should establish with your partner of like, hey, you know, we love each other, but like, you know, other people exist. And it's fine to think other people in the world are attractive. It would be nice to know you have good taste because you're dating me. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yes, I also agree that what Ray is doing here is too much too fast. Again,
I really liked how Frank was just
Oh, yeah.
no holds barred. Just like, Dad, what are you doing here? I'm here for the broads. I loved that.
I loved him
yeah.
putting
Very
on his
funny.
glasses to lean
Yeah.
over, throws
Yeah.
open the balcony door and just leans over. I
it
thought
hits a
that's-
lot harder after we've had like almost 20 minutes of Ray trying to convince Deborah and himself that that's not why he's there.
Yeah, he's not being honest with himself, or maybe
Oh,
he is.
knows
He's
what he's
not being
talking
honest with
about.
Deborah. Yeah, for sure. Like he's so guilty throughout the whole thing that
He's not thinking to himself, I'm just going over there for Robert. He knows
yeah, no, you're right.
I'm there
You're right. You're
to
right.
look at women. I'm there to look at one thing only. And that's a butt.
Well, two things.
But two things, yeah.
I guess three.
Yeah.
4?
Their personalities, got to include those, yes. But I will say that, like, you know, he's not, like, I don't think that there's a moment in that bedroom scene where Ray is thinking to himself, yeah, I'm actually going over there for Robert, and then discovers it. He full on knows he's lying. He full on knows.
Big
like,
time.
this is, I'm lying to my wife right now.
Like, oh my God, Ray, you fucking train wreck, man. Like,
I love it.
all the way through this episode.
Badly love
One
it.
of my first lines is just Ray has no fucking game. And then after that is just like, I wrote Ray with 5 Ys. This isn't going to end well. And then in quotations, I just want what's best for him.
I loved, I for whatever reason, on paper, that is not a joke that like resonates with me. But in the
It's not a
context,
joke kind of period.
what? It's
On
not
paper,
a joke.
it's just not a joke. Yeah.
It's true. But the way that Ray plays it and the way he plays that whole scene of being so defensive and like rationalizing it to Deborah so much, I'm there for Robert, that when he says that and just sort of freezes, I just want what's best for him, and then freezes looking like at the floor over the side of the bed, that body language was so funny to me. And that just set up, the rest of the episode. Anytime Ray is confronting this issue, just being the physicality of it really, really
Right.
sold it for me.
He's just got this whole, like, even before Deborah says a word to him, he's got this whole, like, oh, fuck, she's on to me vibe to him. Like, he realizes that he's done something that he feels ashamed of in relation to his marriage, and he knows Deborah would not be happy with him about. And so, like, he's just going for the gold of, like, I just gotta hide this. But it's already too late. He had been going there a couple days. He knew he was in too deep, and lying about it just made it worse for him in the end. You can't feel bad for this guy. He had a lot of chances for this to not turn out how it did.
Yeah. I love in this scene, by the way, I want to call out a couple of the lines because there were some really great lines. Deborah calling him out on saying, I just want what's best for him, and him like getting very serious all of a sudden. I did not say that, and it's not funny. I'm very, very tired. And then his physicality of pretending to be asleep as Deborah asks him what he's actually doing over there. And she says, I think you have more fun over at Roberts. And he's like, how can it be more fun? There's no you over there. And then does the like limpest, clammiest head pat that you've ever seen. So funny. And then him like culminating in him overcorrecting so hard. He does he rants at her, does a very sharp yawn, a short, sharp yawn, kisses her, and rolls over very aggressively. I just loved just all of that in this scene.
Oh, absolutely. Mike, do you have any thoughts before I get to my next question?
I loved it. I really did. I just love how desperately awkward Ray is, even like in the elevator when the woman's like, oh, what was her name? Was it Michelle?
It was Michelle, like
Michelle,
the
when
Beatles.
she's like,
that was
"Hi,
their
I'm
kind of French song.
Where she's like, hi, I'm Michelle, and he's just like, oh.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. I thought that was
Ray.
awesome.
Can we talk about the lobby of the Crown View Apartments, by the way?
Huge.
What else will we talk about?
Absolutely nothing else, because it is very odd. There's some horrid hotel art, which we called out in the first time we saw Robert's apartment. I also want to talk about this sign, the directory that Ray is looking at. It says Crown View Apartments, another fine single community.
Paused the episode so you could see the
Not only
the
that,
floors.
Yeah, Mike, didn't you see for 30 seconds the episode was paused all over town?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought I was sleeping.
Thought it was buffering.
Another fine single community developed by Bussy Inc. Sharon Bussy was the
Nice.
show's production
Nice.
designer.
Oh,
Yeah. She's a very successful production designer, too. She's got, awards, and she's been working nonstop.
I'm sorry,
You're very disappointed in finding out that you have to respect this woman?
yeah.
these
correct.
last couple of years have ruined this last name for me.
Yeah, I really.
I'm so sorry. I know.
I really want to make fun
It
of
might
her.
be
very
pronounced
accomplished
Bus,
person.
to be fair. I couldn't find any interviews with her, and I did look.
I really, really want this to be the Bussy Apartments. I really do, for Robert's sake. He needs it.
Oh my God. Could you imagine? That man is a bottom.
Yeah.
Busse. The show's
It
production
probably is
design.
bus or bus.
Or busse, French.
Yeah. But it's not spelled how we all think it's spelled, which
You know,
is
it's funny. The Crown View Apartments on the sign has an E after Crown. Do you think she was like, there's an E at the end of my name? Throw an E on Crown.
Yeah, that's how that works.
I mean, the weirder things have happened.
Yeah, that's right.
So listen, how are we going to find $10 more?
Got the bus
For the hot tub.
I mean, I am the mayor, so I could just go back to town hall and get $10 from the tax vault.
No, we can't. Too easy.
That's your-
That's embezzlement also.
And look, here's the truth, right? If we leave this store right now, and then we come back later, not only will the hot tub time machine not be here, it will have never been here because time travel bullshit.
True.
So we have to get it before we leave, and preferably before we go on another Everybody Loves Raymond tangent.
What if we sold the spaghetti?
Ding dong.
I hear someone coming into the store. That's what that is. I thought it was a doorbell for a second. But
Hello?
no, it's like the little...
I'm looking for a hot tub. Can somebody help me find a hot tub?
Right here. I can help you. I can sell you a time machine for $10.
You must have read it all over my face. I did come in here because I saw the clues on the outside for the hot tub time machine.
Yep, here it is. You can see the time machine spaghetti and the time machine man. They're right here, ready for going. The controls are on the inside, and just for you, my friend, it is $10.
It does look a little different from what I've seen in the films, but I suppose...
That's just movie magic, baby. And you know what else? This time machine has gone through time so many times that just it looks different because of what time has done to it.
Wear and tear, as it were.
You mean when and tear.
Yes.
That was good, right?
That was very good. I like that. I like that a lot. Do you mind if I use that? I don't know if you...
Yeah, no, that's mine.
I don't...
Fuck off.
I don't know if you recognize me. Maybe my long, colorful scarf gave it away a little. I'm a certain medical practitioner from across the pond.
Harry Potter!
That's right. That's me.
Oh, I love your magic tricks, man. To make $10 appear right now.
Well, I'd have to look in the spell book for that one and then figure out the exchange rate. I do have, I don't know, 50 quid I could give you.
That's worthless, man.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure.
Mike, what's quid?
What?
He knows Harry Potter. He knows you better. I don't know who you are.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Mike G. I just got done putting the soy sauce in the hot tub. How you doing?
Do you work here, or were you just putting soy sauce in the hot tub?
Are
you some sort of low stakes domestic terrorist, or do you work here at the hot tub store?
Low stakes.
I don't do anything low stakes. I'll tell you that right now.
I guess you'd be using teriyaki if you were a low stake terrorist.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Teriyaki.
Anyway, do you want to buy some of my hot tub spaghetti?
No, he's buying a hot tub, Mike, with the spaghetti because it's a time machine.
Damn it, how are we going to compete with that? We're at the hot tub store.
Mike.
What?
Just tell him it's $10.
It's $10.
All right, do you take GBP?
We don't deal with AI, sir.
The gross bussy product? I don't know if we can deal with the gross bussy product. That
The Great
sounds
British
like
Pounds, my dear boy. Look, King Charles on the bills.
doesn't sound too great if there's a king on the bill. That's all I'm saying.
Look, big hands. Big fat hands. King Charles on the bills. Camilla on the back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Look, if you fold it, you can see Meghan and Harry.
That can't be true.
Yeah, you
Harry
fold
Styles?
It. Yeah. You can see Meghan Markle and Harry Styles, who we, the British people, wish she got married to instead of our dear boy, Prince Harry.
Holy shit.
And personally, I wish that she had married me, Harry Potter. That's kind of why I want the machine.
Hold on.
Is so I can go back in time and marry Meghan Markle.
Down. Yeah. Your goal is to keep the royal family together
Yes,
by by traveling through. You,
I
Harry
suppose.
Potter himself.
Well, my intentions are a little more selfish than that. I, Harry Potter, want to marry Meghan Markle because I'm in love with her, but in doing so, will save the royal family.
So there are a few logical questions that I have for this. Question number one:
Can
what
I
happened
just,
to Ginny?
if I continue this conversation with you, am I putting a hold on the hot tub time machine, or
Nope, it's
No,
yours. I already took your money, and I'm gonna bring it to the back
Okay.
to put in the hot tub safe.
got it? Sounds good to me. Then I'm happy to continue talking to you while he does that.
Harry, my second question is this: you're famously from a franchise that already has a time machine mechanic in it, or a time travel mechanic in it. Why do you need a hot tub?
My dear boy, that was a work of fiction loosely inspired by my own life, sort of like The Blind Side is based
Oh.
on a true story, but it's not
Gotcha.
actually a true story.
So magic isn't real.
Well, it depends on your definition of magic. When I
Okay,
look
did
at
you-
Meghan Markle, I feel a little bit of magic in the old thumper, the old heart.
Okay, so what I'm gathering is you're thirsty as fuck.
I'm in love.
Did you kill Voldemort?
Well, I am thirsty. Every time I see her, I drink 2 glasses of Perrier straight up.
You didn't answer the question.
What was your question?
Did you kill Voldemort?
How do you know about Nathan Voldemort, the teenager that I killed drunk driving in high school?
So there's kind of a documentary about it. Not sure if you're aware, but
Shit.
that's
I
yeah.
split him into 7 pieces with my Taurus
Jesus Christ, this got a lot.
because I
darker.
ran over him and then I backed up because I was like, what was that? And then I ran over him again and then I backed up again because I wasn't sure. And then I thought I saw my mum calling me from down the street, so I pulled ahead again. And then in doing so, I forgot that I was towing a U-Haul, so that was 6. And then, of course, it was towing another U-Haul behind that, ergo 7. And would you believe it? He died.
I would believe that, actually. To be clear, I would believe that is
I thought it was just a speed bump, or whatever we call them over there. We must call it like a bumpy wumpy or something.
a bumpy. No, it's famously a bumpy wumpy. That's absolutely it. Yeah, that's correct. I still am going to be honest with you. I don't think I ever have the desire to go over a bumpy wumpy 7 separate times.
So anyway, don't tell anyone. That's another thing that it's lower down on the list, but if I do get the hot tub time machine, I do get to go back in time, I am going to hit the brakes before I run over Nathan Voldemort, at least the first couple of times.
I was going to say that, I think that's the...
I might just
that your
keep
first or
driving
second
towards my
priority?
mum down the street. So, cut it off at 5.
Got it. Understood. So, okay.
Do you want to know what was in the 2 U-Holes?
Do I want to know what was in the 2 U-Hauls? I feel like I'm going to regret knowing, because every moment that I've continued to talk to you has made my existence worse.
I'm an interesting person. What can I say? That's why they based
What was
8
it?
movies on me.
What was in the U-Hauls?
It's about 30, 40, 50 brooms. I was working as a house cleaner at the time. So I was going around, doing a lot of sweeping. And then my signature was always to leave a little gold chocolate bowl behind. And I would write a little note that says, "Don't snitch."
Starting to think you also might be the inspiration for Santa Claus, actually. That's also pretty cool.
I might.
Hey, Harry, what was your...
We have met.
how
Santa
long have you
Claus.
been in Limbrook?
I've been here for, when did I started studying at Hofstra University for my master's in fine arts and poetry, and this was the only place I could afford to live because those residuals dried up quick. J.K. Simmons holds on to those like you wouldn't believe.
J.K. Simmons?
J.K. Simmons?
A lot of people
Of
don't
J-
know
of-
that J.K.
J. Jonah
Rowling...
Jameson.
No. J.K. Simmons is too great a man to put in the same category.
Well, that's why he
He's
didn't
been-
want to put his name on the drivel that he wrote about my life. It started as a group therapy exercise because I was in group with him because we were both battling some pretty serious demons. I ran over another boy, and as you know, he was quite an abusive music teacher for a period of time there. I ran over a boy and he smashed a drum set over a boy's head. So we were in sort of an anger management class, and one of the assignments was write a book about somebody who is also in the class. So he wrote about me, I wrote about him, and that's where he got the idea for Farmers Insurance commercials, where he plays the insurance guy. And the rest is history.
That's fascinating.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Hi, I'm back. I'm here to stop I'm here to save you, Mike. Mr. Popper.
I just got to asking him about the episode. I wanted to know Harry Potter's thoughts.
The episode.
You still
This
talked
episode of
about
Everybody
that?
Loves Raymond.
Jesus Christ, I just gave him the fake British money and we were going to take the real
You can call it Britty money. That's what we call it.
Yes.
Fake money?
Also, in the other room, I heard you go, Mr. Potter, I'm in love. And Mike just going, did you kill Voldemort? Killed me.
Well, I've been trying to put that behind me. But to answer your question...
Very funny.
And it was behind me because I drove away and have not been caught to this day, so don't tell anyone. Yeah, I watched the episode on Channel 4, of course, when it aired back in 1998. Do you have any specific questions about it for me, or?
I would love to know specifically. Do you have any younger children or siblings or anything like that?
I have younger children and siblings. Yes, I have.
I don't know if this was true for you, but the scene where Allie was getting her shoes tightened over and over again felt very, very real to me.
That definitely feels like a kid thing a kid would do. You know?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
asking for them to be even. I've got a question, Harry, and I've been meaning to talk. I wanted to talk about this with Adam, but since he fucked off to hell knows where.
So Garrett, what was prison like?
I'll tell you what, it was a time and a half. I was really rough until I infiltrated the Aryan gang, and then I became the leader. It was great. I ran that place.
Were you in that prison where they started bussing in Subway? Was that you?
Yeah, that was
bussing in
the one.
Subway. Pretty
it's
funny.
It's pronounced bussying in Subway.
Yeah, thanks, Joey.
What did you want to ask me about, Alex?
Yeah, so I mentioned this earlier about living vicariously, and I wanted to know your thoughts, you too, Mike, I guess, about the idea of Ray wanting to kind of have that vicarious dating life through Robert, basically being interested in him because he kind of wants to have that experience again. Because I actually kind of related to that. In two ways, and I'll get to that when I hear your guys' answers. But how do you feel about that?
I don't really... Oh, well, actually, I'll let Harry answer first.
Thank you. That's very considerate of you. I kind of want to hear your perspective as well, because I've been married for quite a while now, and I don't really...
Married Potter.
Married Potter! And don't tell my wife that I'm trying to go back in time to marry Meghan Markle.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's something a little fucked here too. Yeah.
It's sort of like a marriage in name only, for the kids' sake. We're taking Blink-182's advice and staying together for the kids. I love, especially early 2000s Blink-182, big pop punk fan.
Interesting.
Anyway, I've been married for a while, and I feel personally for my life, the benefits of having a long-term partner sort of outweigh... I guess I just wasn't a good dater when I was single swinging bachelor, but I don't really miss it. I don't really miss playing the field, and I'm more content, not with my wife obviously at this point, but for several years there I was more content just having a long-term partner that I could spend my life with and go on adventures and, do battle with other wizards in the park with, pretend wands. Because I do show up at those things, sign autographs, make a couple bob.
So you're saying you can't really relate to the idea of wanting to, kind of get involved in someone else's dating life. Or not even get involved, but, kind of just, hear and learn about it to kind of experience that type of feeling of getting to know someone again.
Well, I think the degree to which you're doing that, Ray is clearly living vicariously through Robert. He wants Robert to, shag all these women. But if it's more like he's just supporting Robert and going on the journey with him, then I think that's great. That's fun. I'm all for
That's not what Ray's doing.
That is not what Ray's doing. Ray wants pictures, videos, detail. Like, he wants to know what's going on in the hot tub. He wants to see where the jets have been, so to speak.
I think he just wants to put himself in Robert's shoes.
Were there lines that Ray dropped about all that? Because here's what I took away from that. I thought Ray was being a shitty brother, not because he was living vicariously through Robert, but because he didn't care about Robert. It sounded like he was there to look at these objects. He was, he doesn't treat them like people, then move on. I don't remember him I know that he encouraged Robert to like ask out Michelle, but I don't remember him being like, "Oh, dude, you got to tell me how big's her butt" or anything like that. I don't remember.
Well, no, because he could see it for himself.
Yeah.
But it was more just a few lines dropped in the episode. One being Deborah saying, "Oh, so you come here to live vicariously through Robert."
Yes, Deborah said that.
And Ray's like, "Yes."
I think Ray's whole attitude when he first shows up at Robert's apartment especially the line of, he sees all the women. He's like, are there any men here? And Robert's like, and this is kind of a homophobic line. There's male nurses and flight attendants. Or as we would call them, air hosts in the UK.
Get out of here! Harry. I don't know why air hosts is where I've drawn the line after you confess to attempted adultery and manslaughter. But there was something about that.
It's not adultery
really
if I go back in time to do it, dear boy, because I was never married.
It's still probably adultery. I don't know where the line is, but you currently were. You would have been. I don't know.
My point is Ray's reaction to that of like, "Oh, so you're the king of the kingdom. What the hell is wrong with you, Robert? This is a very nice place to live." Like, he's freaking out. He's like, "Come on, get out there. Shag all these women. Shag." Drifting a little bit into Austin Powers territory. I'm gonna pull back.
Baby. Yeah.
But he does seem, and he says to Robert, he says, "I've never been more jealous of you," which boosts Robert's ego a little bit. I like how Brad Garrett plays it in that scene. He sort of like picks himself up. He's like, "Oh, well, okay." But it's a very shallow thing for him to be excited about. Of like, "Oh, you get to stare at all these women." It's
very in character for Robert.
Oh yeah, for Robert.
Very in character for Robert. For him to feel that way, for Ray to be envious of him in any way, basically just makes Robert's year. So yeah, that's some interesting perspectives from you guys, and I generally agree with basically everything.
So
I'm looking through my now wet notes to see what else I want to talk about.
So this is fascinating and all. I'd love to talk about it when I get back, but can I have is the time machine ready?
Yep, get in there and get going. Mike, can I speak with you in the back, please?
Right. Yeah, I guess so. Did we?
Thank you.
Alex,
Lower
we just give him
myself
the time
into
machine?
this pasta.
No, we gave him a fake time machine.
Just lowering myself into this pasta, which is how we pronounce it over there.
Have you been paying attention? I sold him on a fake one. Come on, let's get the real one before he figures it out.
Well, it wasn't 100% clear to me. All right, let's go.
I was trying to be. I was very clear, but also that was like half an hour ago because he just would not stop talking about his life.
No, listen. Hey.
Guys, come over here. Come over here. You got the money?
Adam.
You got the money? You got
here's 50 British monions.
Okay.
Which should account for $10 US.
Garrett, we believe we have $10 and 50 Great British pounds. Look, King Charles on the front, Camilla on the back.
Oh, wait, hold on. Do you got the Harry and Marco when you fold it?
Check it out. Look, Harry and Meghan on this side, 9/11 on this side.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they didn't forget either. It's a whole thing.
You ever see
my
that
God.
one? That's a real one that people do.
Can't be a real
No, you fold up like a dollar bill and it's 9/11.
That can't be a real thing. Oh my goodness.
It is a real thing.
Right,
You didn't see that in prison?
Believe it or not, I must have missed that era.
You weren't in prison in like the late 2000s.
No.
No, you're right. That timeline wouldn't make sense for you if you are who you. I think I know the guy who busted you, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, private inspector.
Oh, fuck that guy. He sucks.
Okay, we don't need to talk about him. Just noticing that Jared is on our minds. So here's the money.
Oh,
Can we
thank
go
you
into
very
the
much. You
back?
can get in that hot tub time machine and see you never.
Okay, where is it? Can you show it? Can you show us where it is?
It's literally that hot tub right over there. You push it back, you put the button in, and you get in.
Okay,
Cool.
so this
All right,
hot,
we'll figure it
hot
out.
tub over here, teal and wood.
Yeah.
It's comfy.
Push the
Oh,
button. Oh,
don't forget the bubble bath mixture.
the bubble bath mixture. Okay, so
Here we go.
Garrett pours the bubble bath mixture on top of the empty hot tub, and it's sort of like Indiana Jones style, like depresses and unlocks and sort of spirals down into a spiral staircase. It's actually more Harry Potter, come to think of it, but it's a secret entrance. Whoa, shit.
Here we go.
This is incredible. I see why they call it
Wow.
legendary hot tubs. So,
No kidding.
are you going to come down with us, or are we like on our own from this point?
No, I'm gonna wait till somebody else makes a higher bid and kick y'all out.
Sounds good. Guys, let's get out of here. Let's get the time machine and go.
Okay. We got to get down here before Joey sees us.
By
That
the
guy
way,
was
guys, I
yeah.
gotta ask you a question.
What's up, Garrett? We're sort of
You wanna
halfway
buy-
down into the staircase here, but what do you need?
You want to buy pictures of my kids?
Oh no. No.
Garrett, go jump in the river. Let's go.
We see Joey
name's
cock a
Garrett.
rifle.
To be continued, never.
We got to get out
Let's
of here.
go.
Let's go. And it closes behind us as we start going down this. Oh shit, it's dark. Mike, do you have your torch that you carry?
Yeah. Here we go.
And I do mean torch in the British flashlight.
That's.
Oh, I have that one. Here you go,
sorry.
Mike.
Okay.
I got.
Yeah, don't light
So
a
should I?
don't light a fire
fire.
down here until we know whether or not it's highly flammable.
Got
All
it.
right.
Hold on.
Let's
Don't-
see. We've got a whole bunch of hot tubs down here. We've got
yeah.
hot tub disco ball,
Dusty.
hot tub dinosaur,
Cobwebs all over these.
hot tub Vegas buffet,
Wow, still full of shrimp.
hot tub time machine.
Hot tub.
It's the fourth one
Time
down
machine.
because
Okay.
I couldn't see any of the other thousands of funny names that are on here, but I'm not going to say.
These are all the hot tubs that never sold. Wow. Too specific, I guess. This one, look. This one has what is that called? Like fiberglass mannequins of Ray, Frank, and Robert in it,
Oh, I was wondering where that one went.
so that you
it's
can
the hot
always
tub, hot clothes.
Yeah, the hot tub, hot clothes. You can always reenact the scene in Frank's lounge.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of? By the way, I mean, I guess we should do the time machine first, but.
No. Let's do the time machine after. We got all the time. We have time machine. We have all the time in the world, literally.
True. What did you guys think of the scene where Marie and Frank? So, talking about the scene where Marie and Frank are visiting Robert's apartment. I love the entrance that Ray has into that scene. I like that we see him from the hallway too. Two more women pass by, and then the door opens and it's Marie, and he jumps very Oedipally. We mentioned like Frank, or somebody mentioned Frank being like, "I'm here for the broads." I thought that was funny, like the contrast between him and Ray, of like Ray very, very cagey, very defensive, Frank not giving a fuck. Sandy and Jessica. So the two women who arrive to invite Robert to a party on the 9th floor. They're collecting money for snacks and drinks. Robert gives them a check.
Who gives people a check for buying snacks?
Period.
Yeah,
It seems
I mean, like,
so
This
odd.
isn't the time before Venmo. Isn't that how they did it in Elden times?
they obviously liked him, so I guess they went up for it. But like, these are hip young people. Like, just use cash.
Why would they continue to like him after he said, "I'll go get a check"?
I'll go get my check. I thought he was being like coy. And,
I'll go get my checkbook, and then he was going to come
like,
out in like a satin robe or something. But
yeah,
no.
with like $20. Like
$20 in the
dude
G-string, right?
Dude wrote a check for $10, and the memo said snacks.
I to be clear, I brought my checkbook for our time travel adventure. Should I not have done that? Is that not
Mike,
What?
we spent like an hour looking for $20. What the hell?
you had your
What do you mean?
checkbook the whole
You
time.
could have written them a check.
Yeah, but I don't.
You know
This
what?
is-
We'll go back in time and make it easier on ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, at
we'll
least
do that in the
it
next
wasn't
round.
it wasn't all our money, but you are gonna have to pay me back for that Velveeta money.
So anyway, I thought I would have loved to see the party. To be honest with you, I would have loved to see that party.
I would have loved to
wish
see the party too.
Yeah. I wanted to see Robert dancing the night away with all these people that he's.
Do you
come
think
to
it was
meet.
actually like a rager party, or do you think it was like one of those adult like quote unquote parties where people
Oops.
sit around and
We
be like,
forgot to invite anyone except for Robert. Oh
Yeah.
well, guess we'll take.
I
off
think
our
he meant
clothes.
a different
I don't
sort
know.
of adult party.
Yeah, where it's like,
just
you know,
like
you
a dinner
all-
party.
you have drinks, you walk around, you cheers. There are charcuterie boards. That's a great night, but I don't like. It's different from. The
I feel like
Instant party.
no, because they are still collecting money for snacks and drinks, which seems like a young person.
Yeah,
thing to
they're
do.
not. They're collecting for snacks and drinks, not Gatorade and Power Bars. So
How
you know what
old-
kind of party it is.
How old do we think Sandy and Michelle are?
late 20s.
So Robert's easily 10 to 15 years older than them.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
How old is Robert?
Let me find the email.
We have this saved somewhere.
You would think I would like put it at the top of my notes for reference, but no.
Yeah.
I just have to go look at the email.
And who sent us this email again? I want to give him as much credit as they deserve.
Yeah, let me look at the email sent to us by Stuart Thompson, in which he says that Ray's 20th anniversary school reunion based on 1977 graduation. Robert is 4 years older than Ray, meaning he would have been born in 1973, or he would have graduated in 1973. 18 in 1973, Mike would make him what in 1998?
43 in this episode. Yeah.
Okay. So this is a 43-year-old. Maybe they're early 30s. I mean, I don't know, but
you
still
can look
younger
up the age
than
of the
him.
actors. You know.
I could.
Well, yeah, but I think they're intended to be younger, not because they want to say anything creepy, but because they want to look at attractive women, and that's a part of it for one reason or another.
1963 in 1998 would be 35.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, early to mid 30s, still younger
Okay,
than
that's a little
Robert.
little more appropriate though.
And I think it is a singles community for like swinging singles, and I got to imagine it's like a,
It said that on the bussy sign.
That's right.
It did.
So I got to imagine it's like two peaks, like younger people, middle life, fewer people are single, and then maybe back up as
Male
people
nurses.
get divorced. Male nurses.
Yeah.
Male nurses never single. You know, male nurses like to.
They're always
get
going.
around.
You're right. I stand corrected.
What was the question? Are they younger? How old are these women? What's the party
I wanted
like?
to know. I wanted to know how crazy this party is going to be, and I think we determined that would be depending on how old they are.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, assuming, but I don't know. I mean, I guess older people can still have a
They
rager.
can get down. You're right. That was wrong. That was wrong of me to imply that.
can't
You're absolutely
assume.
right. They can go nuts.
They can go nuts. I liked everyone flirting with Robert, all the women, Michelle, Sandy, and Jessica. Michelle calling him just to say hi and leaving a
I'm just
voicemail.
calling to say hi.
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 Play it again.
And then Sandy and Jessica arriving to invite him to the party, and Jessica is like, last time the cops came, we figured we'd just invite one. And
That was pretty clever.
That was cute.
Robert like lit up, by the way, during that scene. Like he was loving the attention. I thought it was a funny contrast too of Robert at the start, being kind of a grump about the women, like Michelle always coming over to borrow detergent, and he's
He was
thinking
gonna
about
cut her
cutting her off to
Very
force her to
funny.
buy her own. seeing him embrace the single lifestyle.
For sure. Yeah, I thought that was great. I deeply love this episode. This was a good one all around.
Yeah, really,
Very
really
enjoyable. Ray's gonna do awful on the barometer, but as far as like the episode itself goes, awesome.
Awesome.
That's fair.
Hey, here's the hot tub time machine, or rather, here's 3 of them because I guess it came back from different times and it's just here. So I guess we could just pick one.
That's not going to cause a rift. That's
Probably not.
Is it like we have to pick one and one of them is the one from our time and the other 2 are not, and we'll tear a hole in the space-time continuum?
I think it just means that whichever one we choose, it'll eventually make its way back here at least 2 more times. If I had to guess.
But with us in it? Or will we evaporate
in
have we been in it the whole time?
There's only one way to find out. Okay,
Oh.
there Mike goes.
Okay.
He chose the middle. We'll go in the middle one.
Well, should we not just take all 3 to be safe?
We each get a hot tub time machine.
We each,
That'd be pretty
3 hot tub time machines, 3 loyal local government servants. I don't know. I feel like we've earned this.
Yeah.
3 for
Dibs
1?
on lefty.
Okay, I'll take the right, and Mike takes the middle. Mike cannonballing into an empty hot tub. Are you all right in there?
No.
Okay. And
guys, 7 feet for cannonballs apparently is the recommended amount.
it says that
Does it
on the
say
bottom
that?
of the
On
hot
It
tub.
says it on the bottom.
So as you were falling, you saw that rapidly approaching your face.
And
7
I
feet
said,
is
oh,
the
shit. Yeah.
like that image. Okay, so it says here that the instructions are if you're
Hit the button.
well, yes, hit the button, but you need to position yourself. It's not going to work if you don't position yourself over the jets so that you can. It just says so that you can flap.
Excellent.
I got it.
Okay,
I'm ready
got
to
it.
flap.
hold on, wait. The as we're stepping into this, the wall is opening up in front of us, and what are these little? There's a rubber duck and a little vial of bubble bath.
Ooh.
Okay.
We gotta do a bubble tub.
I guess this is how it works. It's all very magical and mysterious, but we just got to go with it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
You just gotta go with it.
Where are you guys going to go, by the way?
I'm going back to this morning so I can set up for ladies' night.
I think I'm going to go to last night. I really didn't get a good night's sleep, so I kind of want to take that one again. Okay, Mike, where are you going?
I'm gonna go bang Meghan Markle.
No, he's not. He's gonna go try.
Bang. I
That's the
think
goal.
I think they call it shagging over there, Mike.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you're right. I gotta know the terminology. Well, no, she's American.
Okay, well, if you're depending on when you're going back, she might have become acclimated to calling it shagging, but
That's
we'll
true.
have to see. Height of suits? Bang. Post suits.
All right, look, no matter what we do, let's all agree to meet at the town hall this morning at 10:30.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, hi guys. How was your minute, hour, day, year? I don't know how this works.
It went pretty good. I'd say it went pretty good.
Did you bang Meghan Markle?
I did better than that. I got rejected by Meghan Markle, but
And that's with one T.
that is correct. But I will say, there is now only one Ireland. We did it, boys.
Which
Mike, how long were you gone?
I was gone long enough to set everything right.
which
Well, you do have stubble now, so it's been at least 2 months.
Yeah,
Ireland is it?
East.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They went a third way.
They couldn't decide between Republic and North, so we just started over. We started.
So the
with
natural
East.
midpoint of that.
Yeah.
Well, that will never get elaborated on. Adam, how was your time?
It was great. God, I actually lucid dreamed for the first time ever. It was amazing. I dreamt that I was in a hot tub store, and I felt like I was actually there, walked around and met Jared. It's just incredible. And then I flew and I woke up and I was here. How was your trip back into time, Alex?
Good. I went back to yesterday morning. I set up for ladies' night. Ladies' Night happened, and then Ladies' Night may or may not have happened 26 more times.
Whoa.
And now I'm here.
Jeez.
Yeah, I will say that even though it was several months ago, Megan did mention how excited she was to attend Ladies' Night. So I'm glad that
Mike, you should have been there. You could have been rejected all over again. I guess you could always go back.
I could do that. Yeah, but the Rebels wanted another meeting, so I could only make it so much.
And that was one of the things that actually brought them together, right? Was finally nailing down a day for Ladies' Night for Ireland.
That is correct. Yeah. So
I know it's Scotland, but I know there was a proposal on the table to call it Laddie's Night or
Lads.
Yeah. No, that was on the table, but that got given up. We'll do Laddie's Night some other time.
Well, because you're going over to Scotland next to work out independence, right?
Oh yeah, that's the move.
Who are you gonna shag over there? Shrek?
Shrek is Scottish, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that's the goal.
Mike Myers' dad?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Alex, you were saying.
I'm gonna father Shrek.
I was just gonna.
I'm gonna father Shrek, he said.
We found our episode title.
Set on
I'm gonna father
Everybody
Shrek.
Loves Raymond podcast. I'm gonna take my time machine and father Shrek.
Buy our shirt. So, boys, here
Grounded
we are.
episode.
Nice and simple adventure. We got Mike 3 hot tubs. And now we just have to set them up in his room. I think we stack them up one on top of the other.
Triple decker.
Well,
I guess the only thing left to do is the barometer, right?
Yes. So let's turn over to our barometer judges. And as they have always been.
As we do every week.
Never always been this way. Those 3 guys at the hot tub store from before. I left a microphone over there, so let's cut in their audio now.
Thanks, Alex. As always, we're so glad to chime in on Everybody Loves Raymond, as we do every week ever since Ireland was reunified.
Yes, I'm Joey, and this is my best friend / lover, Garrett.
Aaron, go, brah.
As it's always been.
I like my bussy.
We stay at the Bussy Apartments.
I'm Harry Potter, and I'd like to announce, of course, just take a moment to announce I'm getting married tomorrow to the love of my life, Prince Harry, who I've been in love with the whole time ever since I touched his Philosopher's Stone in the Chamber of Secrets.
I think he should get that checked out.
Prisoner of Azkaban?
That's better.
I've ever since the first time I gobleted his fire.
Order of the penis.
And I half-boned that prince. And let me tell you, he was deathly hollow.
Sounds like you guys are going to have a cursed child anyway. Anyway, let's talk about Ray.
Just wanted to take a minute. I know we don't talk about our personal lives on the show, never have, and that's why it's only 35 minutes long, but just wanted to throw that out there. So the barometer, of course, as you know, is our classic rating system on which we rate Ray's performance as a husband, brother, son, father, perv, picture hanger, all sorts of things, with 10 being the bad dads of sitcom history.
No.
Your alternate timeline.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to make things way more confusing.
With 10 being the bad dads of sitcom history, like Tony Soprano or Steve Buscemi from Boardwalk Empire, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen the show. Joey, is there a third one that you can think of? A bad dad?
Your dad, Voldemort, of course.
That's right. Always been.
Timeline.
And one being the great dads of sitcom history, Dave Coulier, the dad from Full House, and his lovable non-related uncle played by Bob Saget, and Steve Urkel, of course, the dad to Carl Winslow on Matters of the Family. And Garrett, can you give me one more?
The dude from Duck Dynasty.
All of the dudes from Duck Dynasty, honestly, great guys in this timeline.
They're great dads.
And of course, this show is, as always, sponsored by Duck Dynasty, continuing for its 59th season on A&E. So, that's the rating scale. How is Ray coming in for you on this episode, Garrett?
All right, I think I'm going to give Ray a 6 for this episode here. on the one hand, he had a hot tub in it, and that brings me up to that's pretty damn good for me. On the other hand, he wasn't too great to his wife, and I know with my husband Joey, it doesn't really go too well when you're ogling another. That's a bad look. So I gotta give him a 7.
And you've never gotten in trouble for ogling anyone before, right, Garrett?
I gotta ask for one man and one man only, and that's Joey.
And that's why you
Oh,
won.
shucks, honey.
And that's why you won the Presidential Medal of Freedom and the Medal of Honor on the same day. Great guy.
That's a little crazy, but yeah, absolutely, I did. Specifically for loving one man and one man only.
Yes, that's right. You won the Medal of Honor for loving one man and one man only.
Anyway, baby, what are you getting this?
Yes, Joey, where's Ray coming in for you on this episode?
Ray, what the hell? God, he's an awful liar. I always feel like your spouse is someone you should always be honest with, barring surprise parties or cult memberships. Ray wanted something, knew Deborah wouldn't like it, so lied poorly, probably knowing it would all come crashing down at some point. It would have been better to talk about the core issues and ask about the boundaries of their marriage instead of going about it the way he did. What a real shit job. 7.5.
7.5. So he's only 2.5 points away from being the worst TV dad of all time.
You might say it's a 3.5 in an alternate timeline.
We've got a 7 and a 7.5. For me, I think Ray's defensiveness and being so non-communicative with Deborah, hiding this from Deborah, was a really bad move on his part as a husband. And I want to dock him a little bit for visibly recoiling upon the side of his mother. That's not a great son move. I'll give him some credit for being a good dad to Allie, adjusting his shoes and putting up with 5 golf balls in the toilet, or 5 more anyway, and for being a good brother to Robert after a fashion. And in that last scene where Robert's being very sweet and saying, at first I actually was kind of depressed, and I'm glad that Ray came around to spend time with me. We don't get to spend a lot of time together. And Ray sort of took advantage of that vulnerability, so it's not a full point for that one, but I'm going to give him, I feel like 7 is a little too harsh. I'm going to give him a 6.5. So what does that average out to, Garrett? I'm sorry, what is the median of that, Garrett? Which will we take in this time?
The median of that? The median of that will be a 7.
Okay, so the median, Ray's median score on the barometer this week is 7. All right, back to you, Alex. And remember, Duck Dynasty, sorry, I should have called it that before because I'm British. Duck Dynasty is premiering next week at 1 Central, and it's always Central Time all over the world on A&E.
Thank you, Hari. All right, I think we're ready to start wrapping up this week's episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Alex, can I just one thing? And
what's up,
I
Adam?
didn't have all of this before, but since we got back this morning, I realized I had this huge file folder full of information about the actresses who were in this episode. I feel like I kind of should give them a little overview of the women, at least the named ones who are in this episode.
Throw them in.
Okay. So before we wrap up, I just want to do a classic rundown of the guest stars in this episode. There were 7, count 'em 7, women in this episode, of which 4 did not have any lines and are not credited, but 3 of them are. So we've got Michelle. Michelle's played by Betsy Monroe. Her first role was as stunning woman in Mrs. Doubtfire, which is kind of a misnomer because there's only one stunning woman in that movie, if you ask me, and her name is in the title. She had a late 90s sort of run of sitcom guest stars. She was on this, Dharma and Greg, Mad About You, and most interesting, she was in a 1997 TV movie called Breast Men, which starred David Schwimmer and Chris Cooper as doctors who create breast implants, not plastic surgeons, doctors who create breast implants. And the tagline to that movie is 2 young doctors with a dream of making it big, really big, which also stars country musician and Julia Roberts' husband, ex-husband, Lyle Levitt. Sorry, husband in this universe. Her last role was in 2001, and she's now a yoga instructor and Reiki practitioner.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Janelle Parody, who played Sandy, also worked on a lot of sitcoms, 1995 to 2000, kind of. Her last role was in a TV movie called Running Mates, where a mustacheless Tom Selleck is a governor running for president, sort of a welcome to Mooseport sort of thing. Tagline to that movie is "See Tom Run," and that movie also stars Robert Culp, who played Deborah's dad, Warren, on this television program. Interesting about her son Tristan is a virtuoso piano prodigy. He is apparently an amazing pianist. And finally, Jessica's last one, who's credited in this episode, played by Kelly Rebecca Walsh, who also had a few of these sitcom guest roles. Like I think she did a Law and Order SVU as well. But one thing that she was in was a TV movie called How to Marry a Billionaire, A Christmas Tale. No tagline. Not a lot of roles mid-2000s on, but recently she directed and starred in a short film that had a little festival run. So good for her. We love to see it. Those are the women that are credited in this episode. Mike is looking at me with the deadest eyes of anyone I've ever seen.
I'm very sorry, but this is the.
I know. In this timeline, you hate women.
That's correct.
It's the one thing that didn't change.
Ouch.
But yeah, I just wanted to get that in there because these files were really weighing me down.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right. So that'll about wrap us up for this episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. Please remember to subscribe to us wherever you're listening to us. Leave us a rate and review if you feel like being nice. And don't forget to subscribe to the Baroness Zonus. Link to that in the description below.
Postfund.org/donate.
We just did Welcome to Mooseport on that, so you guys should go listen to that.
Yeah.
That was a fun movie to talk about.
Welcome.
We had a lot of thoughts.
Welcome to Mooseport is great. It's sort of like a Running Mates sort of story.
In this dimension, Welcome to Mooseport is an excellent movie. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're going to go play around with our time machines a little more. And how do you figure it's all going to end up changing everything back to normal next week? That's just kind of how it goes.
Yeah,
the law of time.
These things have a way of completely resetting and not affecting anything else moving forward.
So forget about this. It's not going to come back later.
The one thing that doesn't change, though, is that you can follow us on Facebook at Barone Zone, follow us on Instagram and Threads at barone.zone, and email us at raymond@postfund.org if you have something you want to tell us. So
we're eager to hear your thoughts and opinions on us and our voices.
Yes,
if
you're from Britain, maybe you have a couple of comments on somebody and their performance in this episode, but we won't know unless you tell us.
You know what? Blame J.K. Rowling.
Blame J.K. Simmons.
The most we're going to get angry letters about is East Ireland. That's where we're going to get everybody pissed off at.
If they didn't email us about the Sunday Bloody Sunday drag show.
Yeah, that's a true point, I suppose.
And all that's left to do is our classic sign-off. You know it, I know it. Well, you may not know it, but that's okay. And that sign-off goes, everybody
loves
Raymond.
And we love you.